So you've seen it on the gram, and you've seen it at SEMA, and you've seen it at your local truck meet, but why do people stretch tires on trucks? Now, before you press send on that comment that I know you just typed out about how lame stretch tires are, I'm Fuller from Custom Offsets, and although the lawyers tell me that I have to let you know that we don't recommend stretching, I am going to try to dive into this and explain why there are people out there that are doing it. So first things first, you may be wondering where all this started, and to get there without explaining a bunch of German history, I'll just tell you that it started in the car scene where people wanted to go lower and they wanted to go wider, and they wanted to obtain that perfect fender to lip fitment by mounting a tire that's narrower than their wheels. Now, if you're here and you are a car guy or you're interested in German history, you can check out the Fitment Industries video on the same topic, but for cars. So if car folks did it to go lower, why would truck guys do it if most of them are lifting or leveling their trucks? Now, yes, there are some people out there that do lower their trucks and they may want stretch tires in order to have perfect fitment, but in general, I'm gonna be talking about the leveled and lifted trucks. I think for the most part, it comes down to an aesthetic thing. Some guys just like the way it looks and that's their personal preference, but does it really do anything? In short, no, not really, like nothing good, I guess. When you put a skinny tire on a wide rim or wheel, you reduce the strength of that tire because you put so much extra stress on the sidewall, and that creates excess heat while driving, which then in turn could lead to blowouts, and that's not good, obviously. At least on trucks, you don't have ridiculous camber where you wear out half of a tire and the other side looks brand new. So here's the thing, right? Like, we will do whatever you order, but there are limits. So you come up to customoffsets.com, you find the wheels you want, you click add tires, and boom, your complete wheel and tire package is on its way, mounted, balanced, ready to roll. Now, I've seen some insane amounts of stretch come out of the warehouse, like I think it was 255s on 12 wides, which is basically like a 10-inch wide tire on a 12-inch wide wheel, which is so stretched that you can see the inside rim of the wheel. So maybe someone in the comments can enlighten me as to the benefits of stretch tires, because I really couldn't come up with anything other than tires are cheaper since they're smaller. But if you have to replace them every 5,000 miles, are they really cheaper? Most of the stretch tire craze started noticeably in the truck game about 5 or so years ago when 14 wides first became a popular thing to run. Tire manufacturers never expected this, and there was really only one option on the market for a 14-inch wide wheel, or wider tires to match up with these wheels. So the Nitto Trail Grappler was your only option, but it cost over $2,000. So why would you spend $2,000 on those when you could just buy $1,000 Turos, right? So people began running 35 by 12.5s on their 14 wides, and that was just the easiest option. Some people love the stretched look, some were indifferent, but it really was the only option when trying to go with 14 wides. Now people are making 16 wides, and then there are companies like Fury, even entry-level Turo and Amp tire brands that are coming close to those 14 wides. Fury actually has a 35 by 15.5, and a lot of companies now offer at least a 35 by 13.5. So sure, that still has a little bit of stretch, but a 1/4 inch stretch on each side is pretty, doesn't really matter that much. But we still can't recommend it technically. So with all of these wider tires, why are some people still stretching? Some want to save a few bucks and go the route of stretching because they have a smaller tire. Some people like the looks of it, and some just want to go for that street truck look. So yes, I guess there technically are two types of people who stretch tires. There's the stancy boys who have super wide wheels and they have a tire that's close enough, and then there's dudes that want to look like a street truck. So I'd consider a street truck to be any pickup that's level or reverse level with like 12 wides or 14 wides if you really like to party and not be able to turn. And then like a street tire like a Toyo Proxy or Nitto 420. The stretch on those is only like maybe a 1/2 inch per side. You're looking for a metric size tire for those that street tire look, and then on a 12-inch wide, that's gonna be more than likely like a 305/55 or something like that. You could probably go up a size and not stretch, sure, but then you're increasing the size of the height of the tire, and on a low and wide setup, that's just not gonna look right. Plus you then rub into even more rubbing issues. So neither version of stretching is safe nor recommended. I'm pretty sure I have to tell you that, but these are the reasons why people are doing it. And just know that if you run stretch tires, you're going to have zero wheel protection when one little rock gets kicked up on the road or curb jumps out in front of you, and the rim of your wheel is just going to be all chipped and scratched if you do end up hitting anything. So are there benefits to stretch tires? No, not really. But there are benefits to purchasing your full wheel and tire package at CustomOffsets.com and getting free mounting, free balancing, and free shipping to the lower 48 states. That's the sales pitch. Peace.